Typical. Hi, my name is Ajith Mohan. I am an alumni of NIT Jalandhar, formerly known as REC Jalandhar, at least when I was here in Jalandhar. Now these days I go by the name Ajith Mohan Karimpana. I am the founder and CEO of Furlenco. You might have heard of it. We are the largest online furniture subscription company here in India, and very soon we're going to be going global as well. But that's not here what I'm going to talk about. This is my first visit to the organization and institution of NIT Jalandhar after 18 years. I am from 96-2000 batch. I have come here on 2018 November 2nd, November 1st and November 2nd, practically after 18 years. So this is what I call as one of my most memorable and touching experiences that I've ever had in my life. There are some things that you will walk away with in your life forever. 4 years in NIT was one of them. But coming back after 18 years and the few hours that you spend with everyone is going to compensate for those 18 years where I missed them out. So it almost feels like home. I have had a tremendous experience coming back to it. What I'm very sure now is that I'm going to come back to my home, NIT Jalandhar, again and again. So look forward to that. So one of the things when I was here in 96-2000, we had, you can count them as around 10 to 15 buildings in this institution. I mean, Adam Block, of course, 5 hostels, plus the girls' hostel, 6 hostels, 1 small library, and a few lecture halls, and a departmental store, and that's about it. Now, when I've come back, I actually do not recognize the institution in a good way. I actually need someone to walk me around because I don't know where to turn, because there are buildings everywhere, facilities beyond recognition. Lecture halls are like movie theaters. I am actually jealous, to be honest, that I'm not of this batch now. But I'm so glad that my juniors, you guys, are enjoying this. It is a tremendous facility. I have been to other institutions, I have been to the IITs, I have been to the US, I have studied in the US. Please be assured that this is one of the best facilities that you can ever get across the world, not just in India, across the world. We should be proud of it because this belongs to you. I am proud of it. This belongs to me as well because I'm an alumni. Please use it to the best way, in your best way. You will miss this when you go out, and hopefully the future generation will have even more facilities than you or I have ever faced. So good luck for that. As I was going across the campus, I saw one humongous stadium kind of a building in one corner, and I asked somebody what that building was, and they said that's the mega hostel. Apparently thousands of students stay out there, which I have never seen such a facility ever before in my life. Nothing compared to anything that I've ever seen in terms of a hostel facility. I also happened to see the lecture halls, which is like a movie theater. The tennis courts, the badminton courts, they were of world-class facility. I too stay in an apartment which has a good badminton court, my own house, but this is beating that like 10x of that. Our Adam Block is just the same way, the quintessential one, but the Student Activity Center, what used to be a very small thing now, is a multi-floor, huge building. And what I'm hearing is that the world-class gymnasium is going to be coming in there as well. So overall, I believe that this kind of an infrastructure will put NIT Jalandhar in one of the forefronts of the best built campuses, at least in India at this point of time. One of the most important and touching thing that I've seen after coming back is the entire institution of the faculty, starting from Director Avasti, who welcomed me with his own charm. Though I hadn't met him before, this was the first time we were meeting, but it seemed like this was my long lost professor in some sense. So thank you, sir. Thank you for inviting me over. Professor Bharadwaj, he was kind enough to send me an email, and he's the person single-handedly responsible for bringing me here at this point of time. The gravity pull was so tremendous. that I could not resist it. So thank you, sir, for calling me in. It was also emotionally touching of you to give me my own admission file from 1996. That I'm going to be showing it to my daughters and probably even my granddaughters when they are born. So that kind of gesture cannot be matched by any other faculty in the world. So thank you, sir, for that. Of course, Dr. LP Singh and Dr. Jatinder, they were more like pals for me. Of course, Professor Bharadwaj was my teacher, and Dr. LP Singh and Dr. Jatinder were my peers and seniors. It was tremendously exhilarating to be with them and go around with them in the campus, alongside with them, and exchanging notes about how things have changed in the past 18 years. Anish Sachdeva sir, he was there along, thanks to him as well. And overall, that the faculty and students had given me, one of the things that I was insisting on was to eat in the same hostel that I had eaten. Trust me, we may have criticized the food when we were here as a student, but today when I ate, it was no less than being in a fancy restaurant. The food is amazing, and what I'm hearing is that it's mostly because of our own alumni, people like Dr. LP Singh, who have come back and turned things around with the hostels and understanding the students' pain when they say that food is bad, and they've come back and figured out how to make lives better for our own students. So again, I am jealous of the current times. So I'm very happy that things are like this, and there's a great future. Maybe someday my daughter will come here and study, and she will have a great time as well. They're also phenomenally enterprising. The kind of questions that they were asking while I was giving my talk, post that, and people were beaming with confidence. I wish I had this kind of a confidence back in 18 years back. These guys are not like that at all. The kind of confidence that they have, what some of us alumni have managed to achieve in the past 18-20 years, I think these guys are going to achieve it in half the number of years. They wouldn't need 18 years like us. So and I can already see that in their questions. And in fact, I saw some of these guys doing enterprising stuff, winning awards internationally. These are things that were never there when we were there. So a very, very good luck to them. I'm here to support them in any which way that they want, and I'm sure my fellow alumni would always be there to support them in any way that they would reach out. So I will spearhead that in some sense to get them the help that they need. So I have a couple of feedback for the institution, and I will do my best to help in that particular cause. First would be that I think because I'm part of the alumni, so I should also be involved in that. We should do a little more on the alumni front. Of course, the responsibility also lies with the alumni, we as well. But I think the college can also spearhead, push it, brand it a little bit more than what it is doing now. I'm sure the combined worth of the entire alumni population would be more than $1 billion. So a fraction of that can ensure that NIT Jalandhar has a huge alumni fund. So I think gathering momentum around the entire alumni relationship, along with fundraising activities from the alumni, so that can be utilized towards direct student programs, sponsoring them for events, studies, and hardship students. So I'm sure multiple programs and scholarships and fellowships can be created, which can be used out of the alumni bucket. So that is something that I would strongly suggest that the institution does more. The second would be that since I come from the startup world, entrepreneurship, while people should carve a way towards employment, I also feel that startup should be given a lot more importance. I believe new things have started here in NIT Jalandhar. I think the beginning of it is here, but I think a lot more work has to be done so that we have more startups coming out of NIT Jalandhar in the very future. My best wishes to every single student here in NIT Jalandhar, and also my best wishes to every new student who is going to come into NIT Jalandhar in the future. I also am very proud of the faculty here, and what I'm hearing is that every faculty coming in is a PhD holder, which I'm sure can be further improved. Great! It's an awesome thing that's happening. I want to see more of that. I hope the next time when I come, or even before that, we have 100 more lecturers, PhD holders coming back and teaching the institution. So all the very best to my institution, and I would like to be part of this going forward also. So good luck.